Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and these are 2018 Salomon snowboards. This is the Craft. This is the Sleepwalker, and I'm going to walk through their similarities and their differences, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll decide which board is going to be better for you. The Craft is a wonderful freestyle deck, and so is the Sleepwalker, but the Craft is going to have just a little bit more energy, a little bit more power. There's a lot of similarities. Both boards are true twin decks. They have centered stances, and they both feature a rock-out camber profile shape, meaning that if you ride it this way or this way, it's going to feel the exact same. That rocked-out camber profile actually lifts up the center of the board, giving it kind of an overall camber style appeal with a little bit of rocker on that nose and the tail. Outside the insert packs to those contact points on both the Craft and the Sleepwalker, the boards are going to have rocker. Underneath each foot is going to be a little bit of cupping camber and then a flat section in between the feet. So when you set the boards on flat snow, that flat section is actually going to be raised out the snow. And that's why I say it has kind of a camber style appeal. The interesting thing about both the Crafts and Sleepwalker is that the ollie spot is right behind that back foot, not near those contact points. Now, the Sleepwalker is going to be just a little bit softer than the Craft, feel and flex rating of a 3, whereas the Craft is going to have a 4. Now, inside is a lot of, again, more similarities, of course, but the biggest difference is the aspen kind of wood core that the Craft has. It's called the Aspen Strong. So there's additional hardwood laminates that are along those rails that give the board a little bit more torsional stiffness, a little bit of extra boost. Both boards feature a Popster style profile. The core profiling is a little bit thicker underneath each foot and in the center of the board, giving the boards a little bit better of energy transfer right to the snow. Both decks, of course, have biax fiberglass on top and on bottom, and they feature rubber dampening in the ABS style sidewalls. The only difference is that the Sleepwalker has a little bit less rubber in the walls than the Craft does. So there's going to be a little bit more shock absorbing in the Craft. And you can kind of see that within the yellow sidewall. You see the black section underneath each foot. Those are the rubber pads. The Craft has what's called royal rubber pads. It's actually 4 millimeters of rubber instead of 2 millimeters that you'll find in the Sleepwalker. Now the Craft features a double extruded style base. It's supposed to be a little bit harder, a little bit more dense than the Sleepwalker, which happens to be extruded. And both of the boards feature an awesome side cut radius. It's actually called EQ rad, or equalizer radial. It's actually 3 flat sections that are kind of angled just slightly on one side cut radius. So there's a flat section in between your feet and then kind of a tilted and raised flat section on both the nose and the tail. And both boards actually feature a freestyle edge bevel, meaning that the decks have softer tuned edges near those contact points. Both are great boards, but again, the Craft has a little bit extra little boost to it because of that Aspen Strong style wood core. Both are great in the parks, of course. If you jump a little bit more than jib, check out the Craft. If you jib a little bit more than jump, check out the Sleepwalker. And you can see them both at thehouse.com. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment and question, and remember to subscribe to the channel.